folks. Richard Reyes, certified financial planner, Orlando's very own financial quarterback, and it's taxes, taxes, taxes. That's all we seem to talk about here for the next few weeks, anyways. There's a big difference between tax evasion and tax avoidance, and the biggest difference is that in tax evasion you get to go to jail. Now, this time of year, quite often, folks are if you tell them they're going to get a refund, they want a higher refund, or they want more of a refund. If you tell them they have to pay extra into the IRS, then they want to pay less. And for all intents and purposes, that's fine. But unfortunately, they're willing to lie on their tax return in order to make that happen. Now, I am all in favor of using the system of taxes, the code of taxes, to find legal and appropriate ways to reduce your taxes. And I do that a lot with my clients, actually, in order for them to pay less taxes throughout the year. Understand that the more taxes you pay, that's an expense. So that's less money that you have in your pocket. But for all intents and purposes, what happens is that people want to lie. And what happens when you lie is that if you get caught, it's very, very expensive if you get caught, because you have penalties, you have fees and expenses, and having to have a professional represent you in front of the IRS, as well as interest on top of interest on top of interest. It actually get pretty ridiculous. Now, with all that being said, you have to understand that, listen, you can put whatever numbers you want on that tax return. Nobody is going to check that tax return before it goes in. However, if there is that chance that you get caught lying, whether it be through a soft audit or through a regular audit, again, it's a very expensive and mostly embarrassing process. And if you're like a really big liar, which some people are, you can go to jail, and it gets pretty expensive. So with that being said, it is not worth lying on your tax return. A couple of dimes here and there is not going to make a whole heck of a lot of difference anyways. And really, when you start taking a look at some of the deductions that you're able to get, is increasing this number by so much and this other number by so much. At the end of the day, the difference is not that much, no matter what you might think. So with all that being said, I want you to understand and use the legal code that is there for you to properly and legally reduce your taxes. It's pretty easy, actually, without having to lie. And with that being said, I'll see you next time on Financial QB TV.